Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, apologies. I thought this game was starting at half two, but it looks like it started at 2 o'clock. But we've not missed anything. 5 minutes of the game, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, football pundits around the world. How are we doing? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Where we all from and who do we support? Are we Aston Villa fans? Are we Tottenham fans? Are we just fans of football? How are we all doing? Welcome to the stream. 5 minutes into the game, Tottenham nil, Aston Villa nil. Let's give you the team news. You can see it there on your screen. Tottenham playing a 3-4-3 formation. Lloris, Longley, Romero and Davies. Perisic, Højbjerg, Basuma, Doherty, Gill, Kane and Heung-min Son. So no Kulusevski today. He's gone for Gill up front. Aston Villa, on the other hand, no Martinez again. Olsen in goal. Young, Konsa, Mings, and Digne. McGinn, Kamara, Luiz, and Buendia. Bailey and Watkins. So it's pretty much the same team that played against Liverpool earlier on in the week. But how we all doing, ladies and gentlemen? Where we all from and who do we support? Are we Aston Villa fans? Are we Tottenham fans? Are we just fans of football? Apologies that I came late. I honestly thought this was a half-2 game. I had no idea that it was a 2 o'clock game. But that probably makes sense when the next game's at half-4. So we'll have to wait and see. Ball whips into blocks there by Ashley Young, but it's cleared away. It comes out to Kamara. Kamara into Douglas Luiz. McGill manages to get the interception. It comes back to Kamara. Here we go with Buendia. Out to the left-hand side towards Digne, but it's over here and it goes out for a throwing here on the right-hand side for Aston Villa. How we all doing, ladies and gentlemen? I haven't even got my socks on. 7 minutes into the game. Aston Villa nil, Tottenham nil at the London Stadium. How are we all doing? Welcome to the stream. Here we go with Basuma for Tottenham, bringing it forward. Tottenham will want to try and get a result here today after drawing 2-2 against Brentford earlier last week. Or the weekend that just went, should I say. We had Block Box. Oh, sorry, no, it was on Monday, wasn't it? Boxing Day. Ball switched out to this left-hand side towards Perisic. Perisic now with the ball, one-on-one against McGinn. Tries to go around the outside, puts the ball into the box. Tottenham players are scrambling around on that right-hand side to try and keep it in play, but Aston Villa managed to win it back. And they're just playing around with it in their own half. They won't even try and get rid of it or hoof it out, but they managed to get away with it. And here we go with Aston Villa. But that's a great... Oh, no, that was a great challenge, referee. That was a great challenge, referee. What's he doing there? Apologies if my voice is a bit croaky. I am coming down with something. But the tea helps open up the throat. Here we go with Douglas Luiz. Goes out to the left-hand side towards Ollie Watkins over the top here on this left-hand side. One-on-one against Romero. He cuts in on his right foot, gets away from him, takes the shot. It's a near post. And it goes out for a goal kick on the right-hand side. And moments like this is when Aston Villa need to come alive. They need to make moments like this count. It's a beautiful ball by Luca Digne over on this left-hand side. And I think it's Romero that keeps him on side here. I think it was Romero that kept him on side. Let's just get this here. Goes out for an Aston Villa throw-in. Oops, what's happening? There we go. Olsen now on the ball here on the left-hand side for Aston Villa. Making his way into the team. Martinez still celebrating Argentina. And Tottenham win it back here with Romero bringing it forward into Son first time into Højbjerg, who tries to feed Kane. But Mings is there and it goes all the way back to the keeper. And he'll just hoof it high up into the air. Headed away. It falls to Kamara here. who's brought down there by Højbjerg, and it's going to be a free kick here for Aston Villa. 10 minutes into the game. Tottenham nil, Aston Villa nil here on Cow Sports Football. How are we all doing, ladies and gentlemen? Boys and girls, football pundits around the world. Tottenham nil, Aston Villa nil here in the Premier League. We have Nottingham Forest against Chelsea later on this evening. Douglas Luiz goes back to Mings, and Mings squares it into Konsa. Here we go, the Ashley Young down this left-hand side, going all the way back to the keeper here, Olsen, who'll just clear it down the line, high up into the air. McGinn tries and keeps it in play, he does, and Davis feeds it into the path of Ollie Watkins, who tries to set off Bailey, and the free kick's given Tottenham's way. Højbjerg deemed to have been fouled by Bailey. I don't understand where the free kick is there, but the referee's giving it Tottenham's way, and Tottenham will start the game off here. Davis here on the shine side. Looks like Davis is playing down the left centre-back. Longley central, and then Romero right centre-back. Here we go with Basuma. Goes out to that right side towards Gill. Tries to feed the ball over the top, and it comes off Ollie Watkins, and it goes out for a throwing here on the halfway line for Aston Villa. Sorry, for Tottenham. Longley into Davis. Davis bringing the ball forward, sees Perisic make the run in behind. Can he get there ahead of Ashley Young? Yes, he does. Can he get past him? He does. He gets himself into the box. He puts a ball into the box, but Constance there to head it away. It comes out to Højbjerg. The crowd urge him to shoot, but he goes out wide to Doherty. Doherty now has Gill to his right, and he finds him. Gill on the ball here. Cuts it back in, tries to go around the outside of Lucatinha, lays it into Son on the edge of, Doherty on the edge of the box, who gets away from Mings with ease, and Mings makes it far too easy for Doherty to get past him. Mings needs to do a lot better there. Kamara's tracking back, but Mings, that's far too easy. He just slides past him. He actually makes him. No reaction at all by Mings. Need to do better there, Tyrone Mings. Corner here for Tottenham in the 12th minute of the game, ladies and gentlemen. Perisic steps over to take it here. They've scored 10 goals from corners, Tottenham, this season. And it's whipped in there, and that's Mings with the clearance away, and Gill brings the ball under control and goes all the way back to Doherty on the halfway line. Doherty now for Tottenham Hotspurs. 13 minutes into the game, Tottenham nil. Aston Villa nil. Long ball over the top there, but it goes all the way back to the keeper, Olsen. And Aston Villa start the game back with Digne. Returns it back to Mins. And he goes short to Konsa. Ashley Young threads it into McGinn. McGinn into Kamara. Kamara tries to go around a long way, but it's intercepted and it falls to Basuma. Perisic to Son. Here we go with Basuma bringing the ball forward. Sees Doherty make the run off the ball if he can find it, but he'll hold on to it into Gill. Gill returns it back to Basuma. Tyrone Mings is applying the pressure, and he goes out for a throwing down that right-hand side for Tottenham Hotspurs. Mings being very decisive there, trying to cut out the danger. Romero. Longley. Davis in the Aston Villa half, bringing it forward. Out to this left-hand side towards Perisic, but it comes off McGinn. And it goes out for a throwing here for Aston Villa. Goes backwards to Højbjerg. Davis. Out wide to Romero on the halfway line. Romero into Basuma. Basuma turns on the centre circle. And goes to Højbjerg. Out to this left-hand side is Davis. Perisic returns it back to Davis. Davis, can he see Doherty down the right side? Yes, he does. But he gets away from Lucatinha. He's brought down there, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's a free kick. No, the referee's saying none of it. The referee's having none of it. Aston Villa restart the game here with Douglas Luiz. Goes back to Konsa. What's up, my G? Stairway to heaven. How you doing, my brother? Welcome to the stream. Tottenham nil, Aston Villa nil here on Cow Sports Football. What did you think of Liverpool against Leicester on Friday? We're at their best, but they got the result. That's all that matters. Fast was our best player. Dude, that was insane. The first one was just unfortunate. You know, he's gone to try and nick it out of play from the cross, and he's hit it wrong, and it's looped over the keeper into the back of the net. No one knew where that was going. But the second one, that's the one where I was like, what are you doing, lad? Just smash it out of play. Agent move, wow. Kamara into Buendia, and it's intercepted, but it comes all the way back to Konsa here. And he goes back to Olsen, and Aston Villa restart the game here on this left-hand side, 16 minutes played. Konsa on the edge of the box. Into Kamara. He returns it back to the keeper on this left-hand side. Ooh, that was nearly a short pass there by. How is Spurs looking this game? Kane back from that nightmare. Kane scored in the game against Brentford. It's just Tottenham as a whole. What are we gained from this Tottenham team? That's what I don't understand. This Tottenham team, they're just weird. Like, you go 2-0 down against Brentford and you pull it back to make it 2-2. How many times are you going to try and do that? Why can't you go out on the front foot from the get-go? Harry Kane hasn't even touched the ball in this game, and we've had 17 minutes played. It's Tottenham, lads. It's insane. It is absolutely insane to think that Tottenham have a manager like Antonio Conte, and it takes them until the opposition score to get themselves back into the game. Ashley Young into Kamara. Goes short to Douglas Luiz, looking for some movement further up the field, but there's nothing there. He squares it into Mings, who turns it back to Douglas Luiz, and he goes all the way back to Kamara here on this left-hand side. And he goes all the way back to the keeper here. Aston Villa trying to move the ball about. And Aston Villa played okay against Liverpool. They had their chances. They just didn't put them to bed. Ollie Watkins will want to be a bit more prolific in front of goal. Let's see what they can do today. Buendia tries to leave it for Ollie Watkins, but it falls to Longley. It goes back to Perisic, and it's Romero now the World Cup winner here on this right side. Can he be part of the spark that this Tottenham team needs? On midfield, defense, and attacker in shambles. You know what? But, ooh, Son loses a ball here too. Bailey on the right side, but Son's tracking back. And it goes out for an Aston Villa throwing down the right side. But yeah, it's Liverpool and Tottenham is pretty much the same. Pretty much the same thing here. Where they're not playing well, but they're still up and around the area. You know, they're still around the top four, which is what, you know, their aim is. Obviously, Tottenham's aim is to get into the top four. But as Liverpool's aim was obviously to win the title. That's obviously their aim after their recent success. Sound, my brother, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Goes all the way back to Lloris on the right side. With Liverpool's defense, yeah, with Liverpool, difference is we know we are winning with pure luck. Tottenham, I don't know what is going on. It's like they don't know they're playing football until they go down. Then they realize, oh shit, we need to win this game. And then all of a sudden they come back. You know, they've scored so many goals this season. Let's look at the table. The Premier League table here. Let's see. Tottenham have scored 33 goals this season. 33 goals. There's only three teams that have scored more than them. Newcastle, City, and Arsenal. So it's so strange. Honestly, it baffles me. It baffles me. And with Gakpo signing for Liverpool, is that the spark that they need? Is that the spark that they need? Going down that left-hand side, Nunez through the middle, Salah on the right. Harry Kane there just brought down by Tyrone Mings. Just a bit aggressive. Perisic tries to put the ball into the box, but it comes off Ashley Young and it goes out for a throwing. Every player we sign is gonna get injured in 3 months. I can't. Well, I don't know. It's unfortunate, Luis Diaz with the problem is Naby Keita is injury prone. That's the problem. He is injury prone. Curtis Jones, another one, is injury prone. Here we go with Gill on the ball down the right side. Returns it back to Doherty. Puts the ball on the edge of the box. Good interception. It falls out to Basuma. Out wide to Gill on the right side. Cuts in on his left foot. Puts the ball into blocks and it's defended there by Douglas Luiz. Ollie Watkins will try and get there ahead of Højbjerg, but it falls to Romero and he goes all the way back to the keeper. Keita, Jota, Luiz, Diaz, Elliot, Kunate. Well, Keita's always injured. Keita's always injured. I don't know how many. I feel that guy's been more injured than he has played. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys get rid of him. Jota. I don't know what's Jota's injury. What's Jota's injury? Luis Diaz. It was unfortunate what happened to him. Elliot, is he injured? He was playing last game. And Konate played for France, so is he injured? Oxlade Chamberlain is playing for Liverpool right now. Davis out to the left hand side. We were trying to figure out when the last time he made back-to-back Premier League appearances. Basuma. Doherty into Basuma. First time in towards Son. Son's taking his mask off today, ladies and gentlemen. He's taking his mask off. Romero into Longley. Longley bringing it forward. The assist for Harry Kane's goal against Brentford. Longley with a beautiful ball. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain always injured. Yeah, man. 2022 was the best year. 2023 was the best year. That's it. Positive outlook by my brother Saud. Where Bailey tries to feed Ollie Watkins first time, but it's intercepted. Basuma comes out to the left hand side. Ashley Young's there with the interception. Son can't take in his stride. And Konsa is there to clear it away. Longley down the ball. And London Stadium here now coming alive here. Trying to wake up this Spurs team. Trying to get them moving a bit quicker. Davis returns it back to Longley. The Højbjerg on the halfway line. Bringing it forward. Doherty makes a run behind. Gill picks up the ball here. Trying to create something out to the left-hand side towards Perisic. Perisic 1-on-1 against McGinn. He heads into the path of Davis, but it's intercepted there by Ashley Young. And Aston Villa come away with it here with Bailey on the right side, but he's only got Ollie Watkins alongside him. He returns it back to McGinn. McGinn goes central here to Douglas Luiz, who has time to turn. Out to that left-hand side towards Digne. Returns it back to Luiz. Luiz into Buendia. Returns it back to Luiz. On the centre circle into Konsa. Ashley Young looks to have hobbled off that knock that he picked, but he's still struggling here. And he's hit it out of play here. Ashley Young. Ashley Young has hit it out of play here. He's struggling here. Let's have a look at this Ashley Young. Just a follow through on the challenge by Davis. Just have a look at it from this replay. Yeah, it's just a follow through. There's not much else. Ashley Young just hits that out of play. Matty Cash will be warming up here. Unai Emery there having a word with Douglas Luiz. How are we all doing? How are we all doing? UAE versus Lebanon. UAE won Lebanon? Is that what you're saying? What score was it? Arsenal versus Newcastle on Tuesday. Liverpool against Brentford on Monday. Yeah, 1-0. Wow. UAE with the 1-0 victory against Lebanon. Concert into Ashley Young, who's come back who's returned back to his feet. But Perisic wins it. Adam, are you going to watch the Al Nassr match? I don't even know when they're playing. When are Al Nassr playing next? Let's see. Al Nassr. The next match. Fixtures. The next game is this week, Thursday. against Al Tai. Al Nassr against Al Tai on Thursday. It's a 3 o'clock game, but I don't think I'll be able to find it here in the UK. Unless it's at top of the table. We'll have to wait. Oh no, I forgot there was football on. Don't worry about it, Digster. You've not missed anything. You've not missed anything. Basuma gone down with a head injury. I don't think. I hope we beat Villa, as I'm a BCFC fan too, so it would be nice. BCFC, is that Bristol City FC? Højbjerg on the halfway line. Returns it into Davis on the left. Birmingham City, yeah, Birmingham City. Perisic on this left hand side returns it back to Højbjerg. Højbjerg lays it into the middle towards Son, but it's intercepted there by Douglas Luiz, and it falls to Romero. Out wide to Basuma. Basuma returns it back to Romero on the halfway line, and Romero just holds onto the ball here. Returns it back to Longley here on the centre circle. Bringing it forward here for Tottenham Hotspurs. Out to the left-hand side towards Perisic. Can he get on the end of this? Ashley Young's tracking back. Ashley Young just gets a dig on him. And he goes out for a goal kick here on the left-hand side for Aston Villa. Ashley Young doing well against Perisic. OAP battle down that left-hand side. The UAE are getting ready for the Gulf Cup. Oh, was that a friendly? Was that a friendly, Saud? Olsen. Out to that left-hand side towards Dinya. Returns it back to Mings on this left-hand side. Floats the ball over the top towards Ollie Watkins, but Romero intercepts it into the path of Højbjerg. First time in towards Gil, but it falls to Son. Returns it back to Højbjerg. And it's Davis on the ball. Into Romero. When does the tournament start? When does the Gulf Cup start? Harry Kane gets away from Buendia, tries to feed it into Gil, but it's intercepted there by Kamara, and it's Ollie Watkins on the ball, loses the ball to Romero, but the referee pulls it back for a free kick here, and the referee is surrounded by players here. The referee is surrounded by players here for that challenge by Romero. He's given a yellow card. He's given a yellow card to him. This on Sky? Yes, it is. It's on Sky Sports today. January 6th. Okay, so this week. Let me whack it on. Well, you've just missed Romero going to the back of Ollie Watkins. Gets a yellow card for his troubles. Tottenham nil, Aston Villa nil. 28 minutes played. Mings. To Kamara. Into Dinya. He can't control it. Goes out for a throwing on the right side. Romero on this right side. Feeds it back to Longley. Here we go with Davis, bringing the ball forward into the Aston Villa half. Out wide to Perisic. Threads it in behind to Son, who gets it ahead of McGinn. But McGinn's tracking back, and it goes out for a corner here on this left-hand side for Tottenham Hotspurs. 29 minutes into the game. Tottenham nil, Aston Villa nil here on Car Sports Football. Son to take the corner here down this left-hand side. 29 minutes into the game. Can they get a goal here? Scored from the most corners in the Premier League with 10. Can they make it goal number 11? Son floats it near post, but Ashley Young is there. He'll just hoof it out. And he goes out for a throwing. Looks like Perisic is going to be taking a long throwing here for Tottenham Hotspurs down this left-hand side. Takes it short into Davis. Returns it back to Perisic. Backwards to Longley. Longley left foot. He has a good distribution. Longley, but it's into the hands of Olsen. Tries to feed Ollie Watkins, and Longley has brought him down, and that's going to be a yellow card for Longley. That's going to be a yellow card for Longley. The first game will be Iraq versus Oman and Saudi versus Yemen. Who are the favourites to win it, Saud? Who are the favourites to win it? UAE are the favourites to win it. Okay. Aston Villa with a free kick in their own half with Konsa. Threads it into Whaley, tries to flick it into the path of Douglas Luiz, but it's intercepted. Why is the Gulf Cup? The Gulf Cup is a tournament over in that part of the country where, if I recall correctly, I think it was 8 teams that play in it. It's a tournament over there. So countries in that part of the world, so the UAE, Oman, Iraq, Yemen, Saudi Arabia. There's a few teams, Middle East, that play in a tournament. And it looks like their tournament starting later on this week. Kamara does well to get away from the Tottenham players applying the pressure, and it falls to McGinn, but it's intercepted there by Perisic. Højbjerg will try and keep it alive, but McGinn wins it back. Konsa into Kamara, who loses a ball to Son here on this left-hand side, but Kamara tracking back. It falls to Perisic, cuts in on his right foot, but it's intercepted there by Douglas Luiz, and Young will just clear it down the line. Goes out for an Aston Villa throwing here on this left-hand side. I'll be honest with you, I don't know how it affects club football. UAE versus Bahrain and Kuwait versus Qatar. Young to take the throwing. McGinn returns it back to Young. First time into Kamara. Kamara turns, finds Douglas Luiz, plays a 1-2 with him. Bringing the ball forward into Buendia. Buendia has time to turn to bring the ball forward. Gill's tracking back, but Buendia goes out to Lucatinha, puts the ball into the box. Ollie Watkins brings the ball under control here. But it's into the path of Romero, and he clears it away, and it's Gill who'll come away with the ball here. Gets away from the challenge. Can I watch it in the UK? I have no idea, Dixter Games. You might have to have a look around. Here we go with Aston Villa, with Kamara. Can't find a return pass, and it's Tottenham who win it back with Højbjerg. Loses the ball, but Kane can't win it back. It falls to Romero. Romero goes out wide there to Doherty on the right side. Gill into Doherty, but it's behind him. It goes out for a... Oh no, it goes out for a Tottenham throwing. Romero on the halfway line. Squares it into Longley. Longley out to the left-hand side towards Davis. Davis bringing the ball forward here for Tottenham Hotspurs. Squares it into Højbjerg. And it's Basuma now on the ball here. Out to that right-hand side to Doherty. 1-on-1 against Buendia. Returns it back to Basuma. And he goes short to Romero. Romero bringing it forward deep into the Aston Villa half. Nothing forward. He goes backwards to Longley, and it's Basuma now on the ball here. Back to Romero. Out wide to Doherty. Gill to his right, making the run off the ball, but he goes backwards to Basuma. Into Højbjerg. Here we go with Romero. Tottenham very slow in their build-up here. Davis. Perisic. First time into Son. Son takes it on the turn. Returns it to Højbjerg. Højbjerg right foot out wide to Gill. Gill 1-on-1 against Buendia. Can't get away from him. Buendia with the interception. And Basuma goes all the way back to the keeper on the right side. Your commentary is exactly in line with my TV. Brilliant. My uncle played for Al Ain FC and he died in August 2016 and with a brain tumor. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. Where did he play? What position did he play? Perisic. Longley. Out wide to Romero. Romero returns it back to Longley. Leads the ball out wide there towards Doherty, but it's headed away by Buendia. Longley will keep it alive. He goes into Harry Kane. But what is Harry Kane doing deep there? That's what he's doing. He's getting a free kick. He's getting the free kick. 35 minutes into the game, Tottenham nil, Aston Villa nil. And I'll be honest with you, neither side really creating anything in this game. Just under 10 minutes of the 45 to go plus any time. Tottenham have a free kick here on that right side, and it's from a crossing position. Can they create something here from this free kick? Son steps up to take it. He floats it in there towards Longley. Mings is there to intercept. Ollie Watkins heads it out of the box. Højbjerg heads it back from where he came. And it's just cleared away by Luca Digne, and it's Doherty who'll pick it up on the halfway line. Basuma. Højbjerg. Davis. Tries to feed in behind to Perisic, but it's intercepted there by Ashley Young. Oh, Ashley Young brought the foul there. Ashley Young brought the foul there. He went down. Davis gets a yellow card. Let's have a look at the replay here. Ashley Young gets away. Ashley Young just reacts. Yellow card to Davis now. So that whole back line's yellow carded now. Davis, Longley, and Romero all on yellow cards. Ashley Young to restart the game here for Tottenham. Luca Digne. First time into Buendia. Takes it under control. Returns it back to Douglas Luiz on the centre circle. Kamara. Mings. Douglas Luiz. Goes short to Young. Young bringing it forward here for Aston Villa. Tries to feed it into Bailey. Bailey does well to shrug off the challenge. John McGinn will try and keep it alive, battling it out against Davis, and it goes out for a Tottenham throw. Taken quickly by Perisic. Longley. Romero. Into the middle, finds Højbjerg on the edge of the box, who has time to turn and bring the ball forward here for Tottenham Hotspur. He's got Son, Kane, and Gill ahead of him. Goes out to the left-hand side towards Perisic. Perisic holding on to it here. One-on-one against Young. Son. One-on-one against McGinn. Cuts in on his right foot. Returns it back to Davis here. Left foot into the box, headed away by Concert. Comes out to Longley here. Out wide to Doherty. Sorry, Højbjerg on the right side. He goes into Doherty. Backwards to Højbjerg. Into Basuma. Højbjerg returns it back to Romero. He goes to Longley on the halfway line. Tottenham, again, slow with the build-up. Davis, there was an opportunity for Perisic to feed it in behind to Son. But he just holds on to it. How are you today, Adam? I'm fine. I'm doing great. The tea's definitely helping. Didn't wake up as bad of a sore throat today. Here we go with Perisic, who gets on the end of a Longley pass. One-on-one with the keeper, but he's forced it into the box towards Højbjerg. Ashley Young with the clearance. And what a clearance it is by Ashley Young. Olsen does well to force Perisic wide. Perisic puts it into the box. Harry Kane with the header. But Ashley Young is there to clear it away off the line and force the corner here for Tottenham. Flicked towards the back post, headed away by Concert. Falls to Harry Kane. Basuma to his right. Tries to get away from Concert. Buendia wins it back off him. But Harry Kane manages to win the ball back, and it's Basuma now. Goes short to Gill. Left foot into the box towards Højbjerg. And Olsen leaves it out for a goal kick here on this left-hand side. Højbjerg not willing to get on the end of that one. Oh, my phone's not even here. 40th minute into the game. Tottenham nil, Aston Villa nil. 5 minutes left of the 45 to go plus added time. Aston Villa with Luca Digne. Buendia heads it into the path of Romero. Romero brings it forward here for Tottenham Hotspurs. He's got Doherty to his right, but it goes into Kane. Kane returns it back to Højbjerg. Ollie Watkins applying the pressure. Goes back to Longley. Here we go with Basuma. Into Højbjerg. Davis out to the left-hand side towards Perisic. Perisic tries to go around the outside of McGinn, but McGinn does well to track back. It goes out for a goal kick. When you search for the team and it gives you the city. 41 minutes into the game, Tottenham nil. Aston Villa nil. Goal kick for Aston Villa down this left-hand side. Mings into Ollie Watkins, but it falls to Højbjerg and he returns it back to Romero. Romero on the shine side. Into Højbjerg. Lays it into Davis on the shine side. Davis threads it out to the left-hand side towards Perisic. Son makes a run off the ball and he goes towards him. Son 1-on-1 against Kamara. Returns it back to Højbjerg. Højbjerg on his right foot into Basuma. Basuma returns it into Gill. And he loses the ball there to Kamara, but he manages to pass it to Basuma. Basuma into Højbjerg. First time into Son, into Harry Kane. Is he onside? But Olsen, it doesn't matter because Olsen gets there ahead of it. 46 years old. Oh, that's such a shame. So young. So young. Looks like Tottenham win the ball back from the goal kick. Højbjerg out to the left-hand side. It's Son. Son, left foot, but it comes off Ashley Young into the path of Olsen. The referee's going to give a free kick here for Tottenham. I think that's a handball the referee's given. GGMP, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too, GG. How you doing? Welcome to my stream. Free kick here for Tottenham down this left-hand side. Can they create something here? He's from a good position on the left of the box here. Can they create something here? Very close to goal. Is Son going to go for the shot? Or is he going to go for the cross? Let's find out here on this left-hand side. Son steps up. He's taking his mask off for this game. Well, during this game, should I say. He gives the signal. Basuma's on the edge of the box. So is Højbjerg. Son straight at the keeper. And it's Olsen who gathers it in his hand. Happy 2023, everyone. Olsen. Into Louise. To Kamara. Plays a 1-2 with Douglas Luiz. And I think Tottenham are just trying to... Aston Villa are just trying to run the clock down to get into half-time. Hopefully it's better than all the crap that happened in 2022. Just... Every day's a new day. Every day's a new day. No matter how you feel, every day's a new day. Whatever happened in the past, you can't change it. Change your future. Douglas Luiz. Back to the keeper, Olsen. Out to Digne down the left-hand side. Back to school on Tuesday. Buendia. Mings on this left-hand side. I remember those days. I remember when you had holidays. Kamara on the halfway line sees a run off the ball down the left-hand side. Lucadinha can't get there. Romero will. And Romero goes into Longley. Longley into Davis. Davis forced to feed the pass early into Son. Son gets away from Kamara. Can't get away from Young. And it forced to Douglas Luiz. And can Aston Villa counter here with Ollie Watkins. A lot of Tottenham players still back here for them. Goes into Buendia. Right foot shot. And it's wide. 2 minutes of added time to be played here on Cal Sports Football, ladies and gentlemen. Romero on the ball here. Into Longley. Basuma. Looks like Son's just hobbling here. Into Doherty. Gill. Backwards to Romero on the halfway line. Longley. Out to this left-hand side is Davis. First time into Højbjerg. Højbjerg turns. And he goes into Basuma. Basuma on the centre circle. 1-2 with Gill. Out to Perisic. Again returns it back to Basuma. Into Romero down the right side. Højbjerg. Son. Davis. Uncle died in June 2022 with a coma in Morocco. Wow. That's such a shame. That's such a shame. Perisic feeds the pass into Longley, but the referee blows for half time here on Cal Sports Football. It's Tottenham nil, Aston Villa nil. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take a quick break and I'll see you for the second half. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Second half here on Cal Sports Football. Tottenham Hotspur shooting from left to right. Aston Villa shooting from right to left here on Cal Sports Football. It's 0-0 so far. Not really much we can talk about besides that Harry Kane opportunity where Young cleared it off the line. Son with the ball. It feeds it into Basuma. Basuma into Harry Kane on the edge of the box. Returns it back to Basuma, but there's no one on the return. And he allows Mings to clear it down the line for a Tottenham throwing on the halfway line. Perisic now to take the throwing. Goes backwards to Longley. Here we go with Romero into Højbjerg. How we all doing, ladies and gentlemen? Out to the right side is Doherty. Intercepted there by Buendia. Falls to Basuma. Tries to beat the ball into rush towards Perisic, but Ashley Young is there to head it away, and it falls to Bailey now, who's bringing the ball forward, but Davis does well to win the ball back and keep the possession of the ball as well. And is Longley on the ball. Into Basuma on the centre circle. Out to the right side is Romero. Romero threads it into Doherty. Doherty on his right foot floats it in towards that back post. Perisic battling it against Young. Is cleared away by Concert. My cousin was special and died. And Jesus had baby girl. Which Jesus? Digne now to take the throwing here on the try-hand side. Kamara. Digne. Luis back to Kamara. Gets away from Basuma and he finds Digne. Gabriel Jesus had a baby girl. Wow. Here we go with Ashley Young down that right side, bringing it forward. Threads it in behind to Bailey on the right side. Davis is tracking back, so is Perisic. Bailey, left foot into McGinn. Can he get there ahead of Longley? He does. Down the right side, he'll hold on to it here. Goes into Kamara. Kamara has time to turn. Lays it into Douglas Luiz. He's got Mings to his left. He cuts in on his right foot. He's going to shoot from distance. He is. Oh, and Ollie Watkins gets the header and Reese returns it back to Buendia, who takes a shot and it's into the back of the net. And Aston Villa are a goal up here. Aston Villa are a goal up here on Cal Sports Football. What is Lloris doing? Parrying a shot from about 40 yards out. Could he not just gather that in his hands? What is Hugo Lloris doing? Wow. That is absolutely dire goalkeeping. It falls to Kamara. He returns it to Douglas Luiz. And you can see he's lining it out from 40 yards out. And Lloris Iseki just bounced off his chest into the path of Ollie Watkins, who reacts faster than Romero, into the path of Buendia. And Buendia very cleverly goes near post as opposed to far post and makes it 1-0 here for Aston Villa. What is happening to Tottenham? Dude, I thought Hugo Lloris sorry, excuse me. I thought Hugo Lloris should have needed replacing back when France won the World Cup. You can't let that. You can't parry a shot from 40 yards out. Gather it in your hands and show a bit of dominance at the back. You know what, Tottenham? Go for Martinez at Aston Villa. Tottenham should just sign a Martinez. Romero into the middle there towards Højbjerg on the centre circle. Out to Davis down the left hand side, feeds it first time into Perisic. Perisic against Young, puts the ball into the box, but Olsen's off his line and he gathers it in his hands. And it's Aston Villa who'll restart the game here on the right hand side. Last 6 results, conceding first, losing to Manchester United, losing to Newcastle United, losing to Liverpool, but winning Bournemouth and Leeds. Ollie Watkins here battling it out against Romero, and it goes out for a throwing here on the left-hand side. Tottenham 0, Aston Villa 1, ladies and gentlemen. Digne now to take the throwing here down the left-hand side. Takes a throwing short to Buendia, the goal scorer. Kamara goes out wide here to Douglas Luiz. And it's Mings into Konsa down the right side. Ashley Young. Aston Villa have something to build off here. McGinn. Brought down by Højbjerg. Free kick, Aston Villa. There's still a 40 minutes to, well, just under 40 minutes to go of this half. So Tottenham still have time to get themselves back into this game. But what are you doing, Hugo Lloris? McGinn to take the free kick here. On that right side, left foot, short to Douglas Luiz, right foot into the box, towards Mings. Mings heads into the pass of Kamara. Kamara on his right foot, but he can't get away from Romero. It falls to Mings. Mings back to Kamara. Kamara surrounded by Tottenham players. He's trying to find a pass to someone. No one's giving him an option. And Gill will clear it away into the pass of Harry Kane, but Ashley Young is there. And he goes all the way back to the keeper on the right side. Tottenham 0, Aston Villa 1. Luiz. Out to the left-hand side towards Digne. Kamara. Mings. All the way back to the keeper, Olsen. He goes short to Konsa on that right side. Ashley Young with a ball over the top towards Ollie Watkins. Is headed away by Perisic. But Bailey wins the ball back for Aston Villa. And Buendia just waits a second too long and allows Basuma to get the ball off him. And it falls to Doherty now on the ball. Out to the right side is Gill. Into the middle of Basuma. Basuma gets away from Douglas Luiz and he drives with the ball out to the left-hand side towards Perisic, who brings the ball under control. Perisic switches it from where he came, but it's intercepted there by Buendia, and Buendia has the ball in the centre circle. But he's got no one ahead of him, so he's just having to hold on to the ball here. But he does well to find Douglas Luiz, who goes out to that right side towards McGinn. McGinn's got Bailey ahead of him, but he'll hold on to it. And Perisic does well to win the ball off him. Gill, first time into Harry Kane. Feeds it out to that left-hand side towards Perisic. And he gets a free kick here, Harry Kane. I think it was Mings that catches him. Yellow card for Tyrone Mings. #56 minute here on Caswell's Football. Tottenham 0, Aston Villa 1, ladies and gentlemen. Basuma goes short to Son. Son returns it back to Højbjerg. Højbjerg into Basuma. The London Stadium is not happy with this, with the speed of the ball moving forward. Goes out for a goal kick here on the right side. 56 minutes into the game. Tottenham nil, Aston Villa 1. Luca Digne there gives the foul away. And Romero now has the ball into Højbjerg on the halfway line. Switches it out to the left hand side towards Davis. Davis has Perisic to his left. But he'll switch it out to the right side towards Gill, who's making the run off the ball. He goes down, but the referee says no foul. Game carries on here with Douglas Luiz. Digne hits the ball down the line. Romero heads it into Doherty. Doherty into Højbjerg, and Højbjerg goes into the middle. And it's now Davis. First time into Son on the centre circle. Returns it back to Davis. Højbjerg into Longley. Out to the right side is Romero. Romero into Basuma. Perisic makes a run off the ball, but Basuma holds onto it here. And he'll drive with the ball here. Out to Perisic. Tries to return the pass to Basuma. He goes down, but the referee says no foul, and it's Douglas Luiz now. McGinn. Short to Kamara on the halfway line. Bringing it forward here for Aston Villa. Ollie Watkins through the middle. He's brought down by Basuma. And that's going to be a yellow card for Basuma here on this left-hand side. Free kick for Aston Villa. In a very good position here. Free kick here from quite a long way away, but after what Lloris did from the Douglas Luiz 40-yard shot, I'd take my chances. Looks like Douglas Luiz is going to step up for this one. It's about 30 yards out, this free kick for Aston Villa. Looks like Douglas Luiz is going to try one here from distance. Take your chances. You already forced Lloris into an error. Douglas Luiz lines one up. It comes off the wall. Goes out for a goal kick. Sorry, for a corner on that right side. Bailey goes over for the corner down that right side for Aston Villa. 60th minute played. Can Aston Villa double their lead here and give themselves a foundation to build from? Bailey. Left foot, near post, headed away by Longley. McGinn tries to keep it alive, but he falls into pass of Son, and Tottenham have a counter here down the left-hand side. Gillis through the middle. Can they find him? Harry Kane there. Feeds it back to Son down the left-hand side. He's got Gill through the middle. Doherty's there, but Ashley Young as well. And it goes out for a throwing on that left-hand side for Aston Villa. Harry Kane goes short to Basuma. Switches it out to the right side towards Doherty. Is he offside? No, he's not. Into the box, but it comes off Digne. Goes out for a corner down the right side. Tottenham Hotspurs have scored 18 goals in the last half an hour of games. Can they do that today? We'll have to wait and see. Perisic should take the corner down the right side. Referee's just having a word with the people in the box. Perisic to take the corner down the right side. Can he create something here from this corner? No, he can't because it's over here. And Ashley Young will just usher that out for a goal kick here. Ryan Sessegnon steps up to make way. Sorry, joins the pitch. Brian Gill comes off, who's played well today. Sessegnon now. So, does he go further up the field, or does Perisic move up and Sessegnon goes out wide? We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, it might be Sessegnon's gone out wide and Perisic has gone further up the field. Here we go with Bailey, who runs away from Højbjerg. He drives with it. Sessegnon's tracking back. He holds on to it, Bailey, but Davis does well to win the ball and he finds Højbjerg. Højbjerg now turns into Basuma. Basuma into Douglas Luiz, out to Buendia on the left-hand side. He's got two people ahead of him. Who's he going to find? He goes into Ollie Watkins. Left foot. Shot is blocked. And it goes out for a throwing on this left-hand side. Ollie Watkins needs to do better there when he has opportunities like that. He gets on the end of it, and instead of just taking the shot first time, he actually allows the time for the defender to get back there. Like, let's say bounce and roll, and that allows, I think it's Doherty who's tracking back to get a tackle in there. Take your shot first time. Ollie Watkins now finds the ball in the box here on the left-hand side. Tries to go around the defender. Left foot shot is blocked. Puts it back from where it came, but it's cleared away by Sessegnon. High up into the air. And a Conser gets there ahead of Harry Kane. Mings goes all the way back to Olsen on the right side. Olsen. Nearly waited a bit too long there by Olsen. It goes out for a throwing on the halfway line for Tottenham Hotspurs. 64th minute of the game. Tottenham 0, Aston Villa 1. Højbjerg on the halfway line. Into Basuma. Gill goes backwards. Sorry. Doherty goes backwards to Romero. Højbjerg sees Sessegnon make the run off the ball, but Ashley Young's tracking back. And McGinn will hold on to the ball here. It's brought down by Sessegnon, and that's going to be a free kick here for Aston Villa on the right side. So it's going to be a substitution here for Aston Villa. And it's going to be Ashley Young that comes off for Matty Cash. Oh no, Liam Bailey comes off for Matty Cash. So does Ashley Young go further up the field? Does it go to 5 at the back? What's going on here? So Matty Cash is coming on here for Bailey. So does Ashley Young go further forward? Does he go centre back? We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. Oh no, Cash is playing further up the field. Consider, I guess, a yellow card for time wasting. Long ball over the top there. Falls into the path of Buendia, who tries to take a shot, but it's intercepted, and it's Son now on the ball here. Switches it out to the left-hand side towards Doherty. Doherty threads it into Perisic. Doherty gets on the end, and he tries to find Harry Kane. Can he keep it inside here? On the right-hand side, Perisic makes a run off the ball. Harry Kane holds onto it here. 1-on-1 against Mings, puts the ball in. But he's straight into the hands of Olsen here on the right-hand side. Ollie Watkins wins the header from the keeper, but it's into the path of Lloris on this left-hand side. And Lloris finds Davis, who brings the ball forward here for Tottenham Hotspurs. Switches it out to the right side towards Doherty. Doherty brings the ball under control here. Into Perisic. Perisic back to Doherty. Romero goes short to Davis. Davis on the left-hand side, bringing it forward. He's got Sessegnon to his left. He goes into Højbjerg. First time into Son, who tries to find Harry Kane, but it's just behind him. And he hits that out for a goal kick on the right side. Aston Villa will restart the game here with Olsen. Clears the ball high up into the air towards Ollie Watkins, who wins the header against Romero. McGinn brings it into Buendia. Douglas Luiz into Kamara. Kamara goes backwards to Ashley Young here. Matty Cash is ahead of him. Makes the run off the ball. Can Matty Cash get there ahead of Sessegnon? Yes, he does. He'll put the ball into the box and it falls to Ollie Watkins. Returns it back to McGinn. McGinn into Douglas Luiz. Takes a shot from distance. But it comes up Basuma. And it'll fall to Son. But he loses it to Douglas Luiz here. Returns it back to Buendia. Here we go with Matty Cash. Goes back to Ashley Young here down that right side. Returns it back to Tyrone Mings on the centre circle. 22 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. Aston Villa 1, Tottenham 0 at the London Stadium. Douglas Luiz goes backwards to Konsa here on the edge of the centre circle on the right side. All the way back to Mings. Mings tries to feed it into Ollie Watkins, but Davis is there. He finds Højbjerg, and Højbjerg first time into Harry Kane on the halfway line. Into Perisic. Threads it into Son. Son takes it on the turn here on the edge of the box. Is there offside flag going to go up? Well, yes, it does. Free kick for Aston Villa on the Shrine side. Yeah, he's offside. '69th minute on the clock. Tottenham 0, Aston Villa 1. Aston Villa restart the game here. With Olsen. Over the top there towards Ollie Watkins. Romero wins the header. Basuma brings the ball under control. But it falls to Digne, and he'll hit that out for a throw-in. Digne on this left-hand side. Into Kamara. Digne. First time in towards McGinn, but it falls to Basuma. Makes its way back to Romero. And Romero goes back to Lloris, and Ollie Watkins will charge this down. And Lloris will just hit it high up into the air. Not very convincing there by Lloris. It falls to McGinn. McGinn into Buendia. Buendia right foot has Matty Castro is right. He holds on to it. He lays it. Oh, he tries the Rabona. Can't find Ollie Watkins, and it's Tottenham who will come away with it here with Højbjerg, but into the pass of Douglas Luiz. Tottenham just don't look comfortable today. Ashley Young. Kamara back to Ashley Young. Returns it to Kamara. And Konsa comes into Mings here. Digne. First time into McGinn. Tries to return it back to Digne, but Doherty's there. And he'll come away with the ball on the centre circle. Basuma on the halfway line. Out to that left-hand side towards Son, but it's over hit. Goes out. Triple X Big Ricky. How are you doing, my brother? Welcome to the stream. I can't with this sport. Kulusevski's not on the pitch. Why is Kulusevski not playing? Basuma now on the ball. Get Lloris gone. I said it after France won the World Cup. Lloris should have gone. Sessegnon down that left-hand side, but it's intercepted by Matty Cash. Ashley Young holding on to it. Too many mistakes. How are you going to parry a shot from 40 yards out? It's not like he's rocketing it towards you. It just about made its way to you. Bentoncourt not playing today as well. It's insane. Triple X. It's insane. Doherty. I forgot Bentancur's injured. Romero. Davis. Into Sessegnon. Puts the ball deep into the box, but Olsen is off his line. Gathers it. Kamara now. Has time to turn. Matty Cash back to Young. Aston Villa just playing keep ball here. Kulu has an ankle injury. Kulusevski, is he not on the bench? I thought Kulusevski was on the bench. Oh no, he's not even on the bench. Wow. Son on that left hand side. Into Harry Kane. Harry Kane loses the ball to Kamara, and it's Douglas Luiz who will come away with it here. Out to this left hand side towards McGinn. McGinn has Ollie Watkins ahead of him, but he finds Douglas Luiz in the box, and Douglas Luiz makes it 2-0. And Tottenham again go 2 goals down, and it's a beautiful passage of play from the edge of the box, and Douglas Luiz gets on the end of it and makes it 2-0 here on Cal Sports Football. What is going on over at Tottenham? How do you have 3 centre backs and still get passed through them all? Like, it's like they're not even there. Wow. Why is Eric Dyer not playing? I know he's not a massive improvement, but why is he not playing? Romero here in the Aston Villa half, goes short to Basuma. Basuma turns into Højbjerg. Out to the left hand side towards Sessegnon. Tries to put it behind to Son, but it's over here. Goes out for a goal kick on the right hand side. Tottenham Hotspurs 0, Tottenham 2. Sorry, Aston Villa 2. Tottenham Hotspurs 0, Aston Villa 2. Basuma tries to feed it into somebody, forced to Douglas Luiz on the centre circle, and he finds McGinn. And McGinn will now bring the ball forward here down the left hand side. Drives with the ball. He gets away from Romero, but Perisic is tracking back. And McGinn's gone down holding his hamstring here. McGinn's gone down holding his hamstring here. Doherty. Son trying to move away from the referee. Doherty. Mings can't get there. Romero is at. What is Romero doing so far up the pitch? Conso wins it. Conso goes down holding his ankle. Fouled by Romero. Last thing they'll want to do is get Romero sent off. McGinn getting a bit of treatment here. Looks like Coutinho is going to be coming on here for Aston Villa. So McGinn comes off. And Coutinho's coming on here. John McGinn there with it looks he's pulled his hamstring. Philippe Coutinho's coming on. So what's he waiting for? Oh, there he's coming on now. Felipe Coutinho. Mings with the ball over the top towards Ollie Watkins, battling against Longley. He does well to hold on to the ball and brings Matty Cash into play. Matty Cash tries to go around the outside, but he's forced backwards to Ashley Young. Tries to make someone, tries to see if there's a run off the ball, but he goes backwards to Mings. Consona into Buendia, back to Kamara. Goes all the way back to Olsen on the try side. Olsen clears the ball high up to that right side towards Matty Cash. Sessegnon is there to track back. But only falls to Douglas Luiz. Straight into the hands of Lloris. He's gone down holding his foot. Douglas Luiz. Doherty out to the right side towards Perisic. Harry Kane through the middle. Perisic cleared away by Mings. Headed away by Digne, and it falls to Felipe Coutinho. Ollie Watkins can't get there. Doherty keeps it in. No, he can't. It goes out for an Aston Villa throwing. Douglas Luiz is down on the ground here. Oh, I think Højbjerg just catches him. Just catches him. Look, it's going to be a double substitution here for Tottenham. Saw and Emerson Royale. Emerson Royale coming on here for Tottenham Hotspurs. Douglas Luiz, that just still getting a bit of treatment here. Chamberlain is going to be coming on here for Aston Villa. So who's that? 38? Longley? No, Basuma. Basuma on for Pape Sarr. And Doherty comes off for Emerson Royale. Looks like Aston Villa are going to be making a triple substitution here. Chambers, Danny Ings, Unai Emery there telling him to keep focused. Shut out. Unai Emery wants him to shut out the shop. So Buendia's coming off here. Buendia and Douglas Luiz. So that's two. And Konsa is coming off, I think. Danny Ings is coming on. Also, yeah, Douglas Luiz, Konsa, and Buendia for Chambers, Ings, and Benderek. 8 minutes to go, and there's going to be significant added time here today. Tottenham Hotspurs 0, Aston Villa 2. I need to read that message again. Have I misunderstood it? Here we go with Davis into Sessignon. Højbjerg now on the ball. Returns it back to Davis. Davis can't get there ahead of Ings and he's gone out for a throwing here for Tottenham Hotspurs. Ollie Watkins. Headed on by Matty Cash. Ollie Watkins brings the ball under control. Can't get away from Davis. It falls to Chambers, who sees Danny Ings over the top. Easy onside. Goes out for a corner. It looks like he was onside. Yeah, he was onside. Longley kept him onside. Corner down that far right hand side for Aston Villa, who are 2 goals to the good against Tottenham. Whipped into the box, near post, headed away by Davis. Chambers, all the way back to the keeper, Olsen. What is Romero doing so far up the pitch? He just clears it down the line. Flicked on there by Coutinho. The referee gives a Aston Villa free kick here. Aston Villa to restart the game here. Digne to restart the game for Aston Villa. Switches it out to the right side towards Matty Cash. Sessignon goes over to cover, returns it back to Ashley Young. And he goes backwards to Benderak. Young. Cash. Benderak. Back to Young. Over the top towards Danny Ings. It's headed away by Davis. Falls to Saw. Switches it out wide here towards Emerson Royale. Back to Saw. Back to Emerson Royale. Sees it run to Perisic, who holds onto it here down the right side. It goes out for the Tottenham throwing. Taken quickly, but it's intercepted there by Aston Villa and it falls to Danny Ings. Here we go with Chamberlain out to the center side towards Coutinho. Can he keep it in play? No. I think he does. Does he keep it in play? Oof. Very lucky there, Romero. Leave it on the edge. Where's Giovanni? Oh, no, he's not at Tottenham anymore, is he? Longley. Out to the shine side towards Romero. Romero feeds it into Emerson Royale. First time into Perisic. Returns it back to Emerson Royale. Through the middle now. Højbjerg has time to turn and bring the ball forward. Out to that left hand side. It's Son. 1-on-1 against Matty Cash. Cuts in on his right foot. Takes a shot. Is blocked by Chambers. Goes out for a corner on that left hand side for Tottenham Hotspurs. Son to take the corner. Son, down that left hand side, gives the signal. Floats it in there, headed away near post by Ashley Young. Can Coutinho get in the end of it? Yes, he does. And he gets away from Saw, and he drives with the ball here. I think Arsenal will win the Premier League. I think so too. Ollie Watkins on this left-hand side. One-on-one against Emerson Royale. Cuts in on his right foot. Cuts back in on his left. Returns it central too. Chambers will take a shot from distance, and it's over the bar. I tweeted it out yesterday. Is it too early to say Arsenal are going to win this league? And I think they are, you know. I think they are. Looks like Højbjerg is coming off here for Skip. And looks like Perisic is coming off for Spence. You spent all this money for Spence, but you don't play him. You put him on as an 87th minute substitute. That's interesting. '88th minute here. Longley. Davis. To Skip on the centre circle. Out wide to Romero. Romero on this left-hand side, bringing it forward here for Tottenham. Over the top towards Harry Kane. Can he keep it? Olsen is there, and he does well to gather it in his hands. Olsen to restart the game. Long ball over the top towards Danny Ings, who loses the header to Longley. Skip flicks it into the path of Kamara, and he finds Coutinho on the centre circle. Into Danny Ings, who turns. First time into Ollie Watkins. Tries to feed Coutinho, but Longley sticks a leg out. And it's Romero, and it comes out to Jed Spence on his left-hand side. Brings the ball forward. Emerson Royale's overlapping run. And goes towards him. Returns it back to Jed Spence down the right side. But he can't get away from Felipe Coutinho. Digne will clear it away for an Aston Villa throwing down the right side. '89th minute at Tottenham 0, Aston Villa 2. Look at Digne now to take a throwing here. Long throwing into Ollie Watkins, headed away by Romero. It falls to Kamara, who does well to get there ahead of Jed Spence. And Aston Villa take a throwing here. Unai Emery will be loving this. What happens if they win this? Let's see where it goes. They go 12. 7 minutes of added time here on Car Sports Football. Tottenham 0, Aston Villa 2, 7 minutes to go. Olsen now to restart the game. Over the top. Headed away by Romero. Skip into Spence. Flicked on by Chambers, but it falls into the path of Romero, and it's Skip now. Romero. Saw. Emerson Royale. Longley. Intercept by Matty Cash down the right side. He goes backwards to Ashley Young. Aston Villa just need to move the ball about, but not that. Son wins it. Harry Kane returns it to Son. Brought down by Chambers. That's going to be a yellow card to Chambers, surely. He pulls him down to the ground. There's not even an up. He doesn't give anything. Here we go with Davis. Sessignon down the left-hand side. Davis holds on to it. Loses the ball there to Matty Cash. Comes back to Saw. Into Romero. Romero on the right side feeds it into Spence. Spence into Emerson Royale. First time into Oliver Skip. Returns it back to Emerson Royale. Romero now. Is he going to line one up from distance? No, he won't. He goes into Son. He can't find Kane. And Felipe Coutinho will just clear it away into the path of Ollie Watkins. Can he get the head of Longley? Yes, he does, and he holds onto it, and he spins away. Pape starts tracking back. Ollie Watkins can't get there. Oh, and Kamara wins it back. Ollie Watkins into Kamara down his left-hand side. Is it going to be a 3-0 here? Let's find out. No, he won't, because he holds onto it here. Kamara goes backwards to Ings, but it's intercepted there by Saul, and he brings the ball forward here for Tottenham Hotspurs. Son being harassed by Chambers, who wins the ball. The referee gives the free kick for Tottenham Hotspurs. And Chambers gets a yellow card. 92nd minute here on Couch Sports Football. Sessegnon goes into Son. Son right foot into the box. Cleared away by Aston Villa. It falls to Longley. Bringing it forward. Out to Son down that left-hand side. Son miscontrols it. Goes out for a throwing. It's been an absolute atrocious afternoon for Tottenham Hotspurs here. Absolute shocking performance. Long ball over the top there towards Ollie Watkins. Longley battling with him. Longley does well to win the ball, and it goes out for an Aston Villa throwing. Douglas Luiz there. Just having a word with the physio. Oliver Skip. Harry Kane loses the battle too. Chambers will need to be careful here. He's on a yellow card already. He won't want to do anything stupid here. Harry Kane on the halfway line sees a run off the ball by Sessegnon, but it's overhit. And it's straight into the hands of Olsen. Tottenham playing Crystal Palace, Portsmouth, Arsenal, City, Fulham, and then City again. Wow, 2 back-to-back Premier League games against Manchester City. That's insane. Felipe Coutinho brings the ball under control here, bringing the ball forward. Kamara to his right, Danny Ings through the middle, but it's intercepted there by Longley. And it falls to Matty Cash. Felipe Coutinho returns it back to Matty Cash, tries to get there ahead of Sessegnon, but he forces the corner down the right side for Aston Villa. 2 minutes to go of this added time. Aston Villa have a corner down the right side with a minute to play. Headed over for a goal kick. Emerson Royal into Skip. Finds Saw on this left-hand side. Threads it into Son. Son returns it back to Saw on the halfway line. He goes into Oliver Skip. Into Jed Spence. Tries to find the passing behind to Emerson Royal, but Aston Villa will come away with it here with Kamara, who's brought down there by Skip, and that's going to be a yellow. I'm sure that's a yellow card for Skip. No referee doesn't want to give anything. Aston Villa restart the game. didn't you now? From the restart. Short to Kamara. Mings. Into Bednarak. Chambers. To McGinn. Sorry, to Mings. Goes all the way back to the keeper. Olsen, who'll just clear it down the line, high up into the air. And that's that, ladies and gentlemen. It's finished full time here on Cal Sports Football. Tottenham nil, Aston Villa 2. Well, well, well. What do we say about Tottenham, ladies and gentlemen? I'm just going to take a quick break. I'll see you shortly.